Alex, you guys have been so good at putting emotional losses past you in the playoffs over the last couple of years. It felt a little different after Game 4. Is there a different challenge in trying to put that one aside as going into tonight?
I think we're going to handle it just the same as we have in the past. I mean, you got to have a short memory, especially in situations like tonight. We just got to win one game. That's the way we're thinking about it.
Left side, Ryan.
Corey, what can you tell us? What are your observations about Andrei Vasilevsky and sort of the way he would approach a day like today, his preparation? John was just saying everybody just kind of stays out of his way. Like, what have you observed about that guy's process?
Stay out of his way. Yeah, I mean, he does what he does. He's I think I was just listening to Coop talk, and he's right. It started after the game. It started yesterday. He gets dialed in, and you just stay out of his way.
Up front, Pierre.
Alex, I know you guys would never use an excuse at all in this situation, but can you explain from a player's perspective how taxing it is to be in a third cup final, mentally, physically, how your group is feeling right now?
Yeah, I think it's difficult, but in the end, you gain energy for the fact that you're in the Stanley Cup Finals, and you don't know how many times, if ever, you're going to be in this situation again. So, guys are banged up, guys are bruised, and maybe after this is all said and done, mentally we could tell you how draining it was. But right now, it's just we got to win one game. So that's kind of our perspective.
Third row on the right, Tom.
Alex, over here. Just your special teams, their special teams has kind of worked better in this series for them. What, I guess, was a challenge of trying to at least make that an even playing field in this game tonight, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think we'd like to, we'd like to score on the power play. We'd like to be more productive, but more importantly, I think we got to just keep them off the power play. They're obviously have had a great power play, and it seems like the way they're going, pucks are kind of bouncing off skates, and that's what a good power play does. It puts themselves in a good chance and a good opportunity to score. So I think keep them off the power play, and then even if we do, we have to tighten it up and do a little bit better job getting pucks out of the zone.
Fourth row on the left, JF.
Correct. Question from the left field. I'm sorry to do that, but there's a report saying that Luke Richardson will be the next head coach in Chicago. You played for Luke last year in Montreal. How can you describe the impact of Luke Richardson?
Well, he's a tremendous person. He did a heck of a job coming in when Dom went out with COVID in the playoffs there, and guys are going to respect him. He's been around the game a long time, and he knows the game really well, and I wish him nothing but the best.
We have time for two more. On the left, Joe.
Hey, Alex, I asked you in the Toronto series about, what helps this team, match urgency or desperation of teams that are going for their first cup and think they'll feel like it's their time. And you said you would want to look back 10 years from now and think this is such a special group, we didn't give every chance we could. That's something that kind of still drives you guys as this cup run goes along. It's not the last day of school per se, you guys are going to still be back, but just how unique this group is to not give it every chance.
For sure, I think, like I was saying before, you just don't know how many opportunities, how many kicks you're going to get at it. I think for us, it's easier to think that you're going to be back every year just because of how things have been going, but that's just not the reality. So there's a lot of guys in the room, a lot of guys that haven't won cups, guys that have been in a lot of situations like this in the past. So there's a lot on the line, and you just want to make sure you make the most of these situations.
Stay on the left. Last one, Ryan.
Corey, the starts of the games here, they've come out pretty hard and had their speed early. Is there a way for you guys to grab the first 5 or 7 minutes of this game, or do you kind of expect to have to weather it a bit?
Well, they play well here. But at the same time, if we look at how we started last game, take something out of that game plan and bring it into tonight, I don't see why we can't have a start like that. And that's something we'll talk about. We'll look forward to, and we'll see where it goes.
Thank you, guys.